going on, man? Hey, what's up, man? What's up? It's Ray Hardy from Kingdom Consulting Firm. It's Ray Hardy from Kingdom Consulting Firm. I just wanted to do this late night live, talking about my new book, How to Social, and I want to give y'all how to implement a social media strategy, right? How to implement a social media strategy. I think that's very important for people to understand these things in order to grow and develop on social media. Like I tell people, it's really no right or wrong way to do it, but I know a lot of people is nervous and they want to know how to do it, and this will help you to create a blueprint on an outline on how to strategize for social media, whether you're a business, brand, or entrepreneur, right? So this is based on chapter 3 of my new ebook, How to Social. The link should be in the show notes. If not, you can just comment under the video and I can send you the link after the video, right? So I think if you have a pen and a pad, you should really take it so you can take notes. And if you don't catch it in time, you could go get the book, How to Social. Okay. So again, let's talk about how to implement a social media strategy, marketing strategy, right? Social media marketing can be divided into 5 categories, right? So these are my categories. I like strategy, planning, publishing, listening, and engagement, right? Analytics and reporting and advertising. Of course, having a strategy, right? Having a strategy. And sometimes a strategy, all the plan what I'm saying here so I can understand. It's not always, hey, write down, let me have scripts. But if it's your first time doing social media, like especially for your business, if you know how to help someone solve a problem, you should always lead with the problem and how can you help that person solve the problem where that person can actually implement a move, right, that works for free and you gave them some value, they're going to come back to you and probably message you and ask how they could get in contact with you, right? So that's very important. But again, strategy, planning, publishing, listening, and engagement, keeping up with the analytics is important to see what content is working, what content might not work. Sometimes you might have to repurpose the content. Like, for example, we are starting out creating content for social media, and in the beginning, you're not getting a lot of views of certain videos. But as you continue to develop a habit, right? The know, like, and trust factor, you continue to be more consistent on social media. And then, obviously now people starting to view your content. Those first few videos you started and there was no views or people not paying attention, you could just repurpose that content, right? Repurpose content is just recycle. You recycle that content. So you could take it down or you could keep it up and you could just repost it again. Because you might be surprised. Somebody might see that and say, oh man, this is some good advice, right? But in the beginning, you're building, right? You're building your social media, you're building your presence, you're building that know, like, and trust factor. So again, these strategies, if you apply them today, will help you right now, right? So that's why I say it's important to listen and take notes and what I'm gonna be breaking down. And again, this is from chapter 3 of my book, How to Social. Okay, so it says, in essence, you must first come up with your strategy, including your goals, plan, and publish your posts. Listen to feedback and view your engagement, and check the analytics to see whether the data backs up your goals. So again, you want to keep up with the KPI, you want to keep up with the metrics, you want to keep up with the analytics. You want to listen and see what the people is commenting on things maybe that you could do better, or things that they might ask you a question on. Oh wow, I never looked at it that way. Oh, what do you think about this? Right? And now you could take those questions people ask you, and you could make content and answer those questions, right? Right, and give them a solution based answer where they're gonna again, oh, I thank you for that. They might message you, right? So the whole point of building your content, right, is to always show people that you can solve a problem, right? And that you understand their pain points. Okay. So it says basically a social media marketing strategy is what a plan. you need to start at the beginning with planning, obviously. And as with most things, the better foundation that you build for yourself in the beginning, see, the better foundation you build on yourself in the beginning, the better the understanding you have of these things that you want to achieve and who your brand is going to be. So the better your strategy will be, and therefore, the better your chance of success is. So while it can seem tedious, it is worth taking the time to put in effort to create comprehensive strategy to have a successful business eventually. And we know content is very important. Social media changed the game. You have a chance to advertise your business on different platforms for free. And there's billions of people every day on social media. So whether you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, play with all of them, right? Test all of them, trial and error. See which one your audience, right, is at. So let's just say maybe Instagram. Instagram might be a way like, oh wow, people's connecting, people's commenting, they're engaging. This might be my platform. But what I still tell people, utilize all platforms. Use tools where you could calendar tools where you could where you could schedule out all your content on one post, right? I mean, on one place. All right. So it says, while it can seem tedious, it's worth taking the time to put in the effort to create a comprehensive strategy. And then eventually, of course, the more outputs you do, right, the more you do, the better you get, the more you start understanding, and the more the algorithms start picking you up. So you want to build your know, like, and trust factor, right? Also, another thing, set goals, right? Set goals. You want to set goals. The important thing to begin with is what your goals are, what you do want to achieve from your business, and how can you see your marketing strategy to do so. This will be what you are striving to meet. What you are striving to meet with your strategy. There are more examples of specific and SMART goals later on. I'll talk about that later on in the book. Again, this is from our new book, How to Social, right? The link should be in my description. If not, just message me and I can send you the link. It says, but these could give you a hint about some things that you should be thinking about achieving, possible overall goals to set for your social media profiles. So again, if you're going through these 5 categories, which is strategy, planning, publishing, listening, engagement, analytics, and reporting, and advertising, all these things will give you a synopsis of the things you're trying to achieve. And it will help you to continue to create content, right? Unlimited content. Of course, listening, right? Listening and engaging to your audience is very important because they will ask you questions. And those questions you can take and create content for those, right? This ain't it. Oh, hey, if the information ain't for you, you don't need to be on, right? Turn on the lights. First one, I can't see. The light look good. I don't know what you're talking about. Either you're going to take the information or you're not. That's the whole point of this video, right? Take the information, apply it, and if not, go do your own videos and do it the way you want. And see the results for yourself. Okay? So I'm gonna keep on going. So of course we're talking about setting goals, right? The important thing to begin with is what your goals are. What do you want to achieve from your business, and how can you use your marketing strategy to do so? This will be what are you striving to meet? What's your strategy? There are more examples of specific and SMART goals later on, but these could give you a hint, possibly, right? Possibly overall goals to set for your social media profiles, including that includes. So again, too, another thing, setting your profile, like your bio, your profile, you want to be very specific with what you do, right? You want to be very specific with what you do on social media. So Of course, if you are a content, let's just content creator, you want to be very specific with that. Hey, I create content helping brands so and so. So whatever you do, if you do nails, you want to be very specific with what you do, and you want to have the link to how people can reach you. Or if they message you, you send them a way to schedule a time to talk with them. Okay. So it says increase brand awareness, grow revenue, get new traffic to your website or other platforms, increase the click-through rate, increase mentions, and build a community with your audience. So increasing brand awareness, right? In order to increase brand awareness, you want people to what? Share your videos. You want people to like your videos. You want people to tag you in your videos. You probably want to create hashtags for your business that people could utilize. All right. So that's how you increase brand awareness, grow revenue. One of your goals should always be growing revenue in your business. If your business not making money, you don't have a business. So growing revenue is very important in social media. Having a social media strategy is very important to achieve that goal. Of course, and then the goal is to use social media to advertise what you do, and you want to get people through your traffic, like to your website or other platforms, right? So whether you got funnel pages, whether you got a website, whether you sell service products or whatever it is, you want to get them to that page so they could be able to either book an appointment or buy whatever you're selling, right? Whatever product or services you have. Increase the click-through rate. Of course, you want to get more clicks on your pages, and then increase mentions. You want people to mention you more, share your content in their stories. You want them to share your content with other people, family, friends, or whoever could benefit off your content. And then build a community with your audience. So doing live streams like this, going live, whether it's on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, try everything, right? Go live, build a community, build a relationship with your audience, show them that you're a real person, right? And I know in the beginning it's going to be tough. You might not have nobody on. You might have one person on. You might have two person on. But the more you continue to do it, you might be a little nervous. But as you continue to do it, you continue to grow, you continue to develop. Right? The more consistent you be, the more awareness you start bringing. The more you build trust with your community. They see that you're a real person that's delivering real value, right? It says overall there are overall goals, right? Although there are overall goals, they are not specific, nor do they provide any real incentive. They may give you an indication, but they do not give you any real inspiration for what you explicitly are aiming for. Instead, your goals should have specific numbers and timelines. Below are some ideas for some sub goals. So you want to create some sub goals, right? If you're starting off with If you start off with 0 followers, you should have a goal to say, hey, from today, December 3rd, until next week, December 13th, my goal is to reach 20 new followers, right? So you want the reach times whatever where you at to get to where you at. And in order to do that, right, you have to increase your content. You have to show up. You got to deliver value, right? And you got to recognize your assets to people, right? You want to make sure the content you're giving people is truly helpful. And showing things like behind the scene content. People love that. They want to see that you're really in the field of what you do and that you are really there doing work, right? They want to see you behind the scenes and the people you work with. So that's really important. Uh, Maybe if you had events, right? Do some content at events, right? Some lifestyle contents, showing people you're at network events, right? You usually go to network events to build connections, so you get to show people what you do. Everything is content, right? Don't worry about if you got the coolest camera. Don't worry about if you got the coolest phone. Just turn on what you have, utilize it, create the content, post it on social media, show people value. Show people value, right? So of course you want to increase the comments, you want to increase mention, you want to increase overall likes, and you want to improve your follower to like ratio. And it's a simple strategy. Post content. Use ChatGPT to help you. So if you understand, you know what you do, how you can help people solve that problem, lead with that problem, right? Lead with the pain point. Go in ChatGPT and say, hey, give me 5 topics on people with pain points struggling with content for social media. Give me 5 topics on social media why my candles help people sleep better at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, and ChatGPT will help you out. This is why we have these tools, right, to help you grow. Okay. So again, now also growing revenue, revenue from social media, revenue from ads. We call it ROAS, return on your ads investment, right? Revenue from people buying your products or services. So all these things social media can help you do. All these things social media can help you do. If you have an email marketing list, you should always have a freebie so you can get people into your email listing, right? And then when you get people in your email listing, they're showing you they're interested in your work, they're interested in your content, they're interested in what you have. Now they're in your email list, you start giving value-driven email that can actually help them with whatever problems they have. You start speaking on the pain points that they have that they will seek interest. And then what you start doing, if you sell a service, if you sell a product, now you start sending them those links, right? You start sending them those links to the products. So in order to grow on social media, you have to show up every day. Show up every day, right? You have to show up every day in your business. There's no more scrolling, using your phone, scrolling, worrying about what everybody else doing, worrying about everybody else drama. Only reason you should be on social media is grow brand awareness for your business, build a know, like, and trust factor, and turn potential followers into new clients. That's it. That's the strategy. That's how you grow. So you give value-driven content to what you do, right? You tell people how your services can help them, right? You give them a solution. You give them hope. And in return, they end up what? Becoming a client. They end up buying your product. They end up booking a call about your services, and you get to potentially close them out as a new lead. This is the stuff that can help you, right? Grow. This is the stuff that can help you better on social media, having these strategies in place. Growing leads. Another way to grow, one way to grow leads is have people use your hashtag. Whether it's friends, right, families. Sometimes you have to do free work. Hey, if I do this for you and collab with you on this, and then if you reshare it, can you hashtag with a Kingdom Consulting firm? And then start making that a thing with people you work on. Hey, just give me the credit in the video that I done for you by just putting hashtag Kingdom Consulting firm. Right? You don't even have to collab with me. Just put that hashtag for me. Because it's going to essentially lead to what all my pages. It's going to lead to my Instagram. It's going to lead to my TikTok. It's going to lead to my Facebook. It's going to lead to all my social media pages. It's going to lead to my website. It's going to lead to my Pinsite store when you put the hashtag in there. It says goals will obviously differ for everyone, and each business will have different goals. Try to make them as specific and time sensitive as possible. This will ensure that you are on track to meet them. So again, a lot of people say success loves speed. So in order to meet your goals, you have to produce the work. The Bible tells you faith without works is dead, right? So we have to back our faith up by our works, by action. And that's the actions, that's the whole point. The Bible tells you to write the vision down, make it plain. So he who read it or he who runs with it, they get to apply it. A lot of times people write the vision down or write the goals down, and then they miss the step of actually applying it. Because a lot of times it's the fear, the overthinking, right? These are the things that usually hold people back. The difference between you and somebody successful is they actually took a chance on themselves, right? And if you're a believer, the Bible tells you if you build it, they will come. So you continue to build and do what God is telling you, the vision He's giving you. Guess what? The people will start coming. They start getting leads supernaturally, but you have to show up and do the work. Show up and do the work. Okay, you want to research, right? Research phase of your business strategy. Strategy will be incredibly important. It will be the foundation of your business in conjunction with your marketing, which is why you need to spend adequate time getting to the bottom of your goals and how are you going to what achieve them? How are you going to achieve them? How are you going to apply them? Right? And another thing, you are the brand, you are the content, right? It's your business. You make the rules. You run it the way you want. You don't have to run it like everybody else is running. That's not going to set you apart. I'm gonna do what everybody else do because this is the way we usually do. You're not everybody else. It's your business, right? It's your business. McDonald's and Burger King has two different business concepts, right? Two different rules when you go, right? So we gotta understand it's your business. You're responsible. You are the brand. You are the content. You are the business, right? Of course, you want to always research in your industry. You want to see what trends is going on, right? So when you understand the trends, things going on, you can utilize that as content to use to help what capture leads, to use to create more content, value-driven content to bring more people on your social media, right? So again, to build the know, like, and trust factor. Another thing, research the competition, right? Look for other business that's doing the same thing you do. See what they doing that's work. Then you can literally see, okay, I see that they did a video on this. How can I maybe do a reverse psychology and do the opposite of what they done, right? You don't have to do the same exact thing, but you could do the opposite. All right. Also, to get into your audience, you need to be able to paint an incredible what detailed picture of your target audience in order to be able to reach them effectively. So I help businesses create content. So I help business, brands, and entrepreneurs. So that's it. So when somebody be like, hey, can you shoot my music video? I don't do that. And I had to learn that. I had to learn that too, y'all. This is why I wrote this. So y'all know what not to do, right? So understand what you do, right? Understand what you do and what's your target audience. If you're a lawyer, you're either a criminal lawyer, right? You could be a lawyer that helps businesses. You could be obviously a DA, right? Defense attorney, right? There's different sectors in being a lawyer. So just for your business, what do you do, right? If you do hair, you can say, hey, I'm a loctician specialist, whatever it is. At least you know and your audience know you do locks, right? So understand your audience, your target audience, so you can be able to reach them more effectively. Understand the demographic perspective, but your understanding will also need to include things like what their income. You are a business now, especially if you're a business that work with businesses. If you're a B2B, it's important to know your prospect income. It's important. Don't be afraid. Too many people are afraid to ask another business owner, especially if you're potentially about to work with them. What revenue did they make last month? What revenue are you on track of making this month? how did the last 3 months of revenue look? Because that will give you uh, a potential way of obviously knowing how much they make in your business and knowing if they are a good fit for you. So this is very important in learning your target audience, so you can see if they're a good fit for your program, if they're a good fit for your services, right? And if they could afford your services. Let's be honest. As a business owner, it's very important to know these things. It's very important to know these things, right? We're going to got a few more to give you. It says also, you also need to use the social media platforms that your audience is using. Where I told you, find out the platform that where your audience is at, right? Where your target audience at, where your community is at, right? Your community could be on Facebook. Your community could be on Instagram, where you get more views, more engagements, more contacts, more outreach, right? Find what platform they at, and then utilize that platform. But again, use everything. Why? Because it's free. Why not? It's free. Why not? There's like Facebook is actually paying you to use their stuff. They got a monetization program where they pay you to post content. Instagram will pay you. TikTok will pay you. So also you gotta utilize these things to the best of ability. So understanding, knowing what you're doing, reaching your target audience, building a relationship with the algorithm. These is all strategies that will take you to the next level in your business. All right. So everything in here, I'm telling y'all, if you like, hey, this information is good, the link is in the show note. It should be in the show note. The book is called How to Social, and you can click that link. If you don't see the link there, I'll put it in the comment section and pin it, and you should be able to get it. If not, you can reach out to me, and I'll send it to you. All right. So I hope this helped you. Again, we were just talking about how to strategize on social media, right? How to implement a social media marketing strategy. So the 5 core principles are strategy, planning, publishing, listening, engagement, analytics, and reporting. And then, of course, overall goals, you want to increase brand awareness, grow revenue, get new traffic to your website and other platforms. You want to increase your click-through rate. A lot of times, people use that for paid ads, get people to click the link to get what they need, and then increase mentions, and then you want to build a community with your audience. So, man, if this was good for y'all, I pray that y'all watch this again, take some notes, go apply it, right? Go apply these strategies, and let me know if it worked. Let me know if it worked. Let me know if it worked, because this is the whole point, to give you value-driven information that you can actually apply right now, right? What they say, like Nike said, just do it. Just do it. So you can take this information, you could utilize it, and you could go apply it, right? So depending on what you do in your business, I'm gonna give you an actionable step right now. Depending on what you do in your business, you could go in ChatGPT right now. Hey, ChatGPT, give me 5 scripts on what content should I make based on what I do, and to speak to potential clients' pain point in this area of their business. And ChatGPT gonna do the work for you. Then you take those scripts, you go to CapCut. Go to CapCut. CapCut got a teleprompter now, right? So you go to CapCut and literally take 2 hours out your day. Take at least 2 hours out your day. It probably won't take that long, but so you can block out 2 hours out your day, right? You get everything done in these 2 hours. So after you get the 5 scripts from ChatGPT, go to CapCut. They got a teleprompter. Obviously, you're going to turn into your camera to selfie mode, and inside the teleprompter, you delete all the CapCut script thing that it have to show you. You put your script in it, and you can put 15, 30, or 60. I think it's 15, 30, 60 in 3 minutes. So you want each script to be at least 15 seconds, I would say, right? If this is your first time actually utilizing content, make each script too. When you put your prompt in ChatGPT, hey, help me speak to the pain points of potential clients. This is the target audience, and make these scripts, 5 scripts, 15 seconds each. Right? You want the scripts 15 seconds each. Go to CapCut. Go put in a teleprompter. There you go. You copy, paste, put the scripts in there. You knock those out. You should be able to do it because you're reading it from the camera, right? You're reading it from the camera. Knock them out, and then after you finish, you go to where it's the plus sign, and it should have like new edit or whatever it says. You drop one piece of content in there. Go to the caption. Make it very simple. Put like a black and white caption or whatever. If it looks smooth, crispy, that's all you need, nothing special. And then boom, cut it off, post it, post it, post it. So not only you have strategies, I just gave you an actionable step to actually go apply the work. I gave you two tools you can use, ChatGPT and CapCut. And now only thing you got to do is go do the work. Go do the work. So again, if you like this information, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like the information, go get the book, How to Social. But we're going to continue to give you value-driven content like this. We're going to go live, right? We're going to pre-record, do whatever. But either way, you're going to get value-driven content on how to create more meaningful content so you can make an impact on social media. And we're going to give you some strategies on social media that you can use, tools that you can use, and resources that you can use to grow your business online. Hey, listen, this is 2025 going into 2026. It's not 1996 no more. It's not 1995 no more. We are in a digital era. We are in a social media era, and it's not going nowhere no time soon. So you need to utilize it. You need to get with someone to teach you how to use this so you can grow and make an impact. So my name is Ray Hardy, part owner of Kingdom Consulting Firm, and this is what I do. I'm here to help you grow and scale on social media.